So much of my life, I grew up in a reserved, quiet household. This is how I grew up. And so much of my life growing up, I craved noise. I truly wanted this dopamine hit. I wanted something to really hit me. And after high school, that's exactly what I went to go find. I started going to clubs, parties, hookah bars. Any moment that I had where I could be outside, I would be outside. Any moment I wasn't working, I wasn't hitting the gym, I would just be outside 24/7 unless I was sleeping. And the thing is that as I've gotten older, I realized that the noise I so desperately wanted growing up, I do not want that around me anymore. The reason is that all of those parties, all of the times going to the club, all of the times I went to the hookah bar, hung out with so many types of friends who don't exist in my life, all of those memories I wasted. All of those good times, I wasted my time. We think sometimes that we want something growing up and it looks fun from the inside out. When you're on this side and you're looking, it looks fun. It looks like it's so much fun. It looks like it's so much fun going to the club every weekend, spending $100, $200 a weekend when you should be using that money to invest in yourself. It looks like a lot of fun. It's great when you're young and you got money and you don't have that many responsibilities. You can blow it on hookah bars and weed and women and you're just good. But so many of those times I just don't even remember. So many of those times I was so intoxicated, I cannot even remember those memories. And I've reverted back to the silence as I've gotten older. Silence is a man's best friend. Silence is golden. When you are around people, you will realize that people speak about other people. They speak about drama. They gossip. They don't have good energy. They don't offer you anything. And it's going to be years down the line where you're going to realize that you wasted your time. Your so-called good memories were a waste. This happens to so many people, and this is something that I realized when I was young. You know, I've been out. I haven't been to a club in about 5 years, and I don't care to go back to one. On some chill shit, a hookah bar, a bar, every once in a while. I'm currently not drinking at all, but again, if I were to go out, that's something that I would do. But this noise, this dopamine that we crave so badly, it does not serve us at all. And if we can just relax and actually hear our thoughts, we would be in such better places in our lives. There's so many times when I'm in my car or when I'm walking around where I just don't have music on. I don't have music on. I don't have a podcast on. I just have my own brain, my own thoughts, and I allow them to flow, whether negative or positive. It doesn't matter. I allow myself to just think and just to breathe and just to be. But when you're constantly surrounded by noise, you never get this opportunity to actually realize what your actual thoughts are. When you're around people constantly, your thoughts become the thoughts of others. They don't become your own thoughts. And it's just funny. It's just funny to me now how I love silence so much. And there is a time and place where it is great to be lively and you shouldn't be mute. You shouldn't be non-verbal for your whole existence or every single day. I personally have a job where I'm very social and I talk to a lot of people, which is great because it's people who inspire me, who have high professions, who make a lot of money, who are affluent in their space. And that is energy that I want to interact with. But all the other low vibrational, dopamine filled energy, I do not crave that at all. And I repel that as much as I can because it doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve you as well. Too many of us, we find out about this too late in life. We find out about it too late in our lives. But me personally, I love my silence. I love just hearing my thoughts and just being. And you will never get to a point where you can actually fulfill what you need to fulfill until you can actually hear your thoughts and what you're supposed to actually do, because everyone is going to have their own opinion. Everybody's going to have something to say, and they will never be you. They will never understand what it's like to be you. And only you can do that. Only you can get to that point where you can hear your own thoughts and where you can actually compartmentalize what you are supposed to do in life, what you are supposed to be. But silence, as a man, silence is your best friend. Silence is golden. And if you have so much noise around you constantly, you will never get to a point where you can actually get to where you're supposed to be. This is John Who the Only. I'm sending blessings always. Peace.